Guayusa is a tea-like beverage traditionally consumed by the people of the Ecuadorian Amazon. It's something that the families have traditionally woke up at 3 or 4 o'clock every single morning, drank with their family, fellow community members, passed down legends, passed down traditional knowledge, passed down the language. They also call Guayusa the night watchman. They believe that while walking through the jungle, they can step over a snake, and the spirit of the Guayusa will protect them.
We're in the Ecuadorian Amazon to feature Nick Olson and Eliot Hines. They're on the ground directing the for-profit and non-profit arms of Runa.
Runa is a beverage company that works with indigenous people to share the secrets of the Amazon by creating new markets in the U.S. for products they already produce, like Guayusa. How was Runa founded?
So Runa is really the brainchild of a couple of Brown University students, Tyler Gage and Dan McCombie. Tyler spent much of his later teenage years and early 20s traveling through Latin America, during which time he was introduced to Guayusa. So he and then a couple other classmates wrote up a business plan for what is now Runa. It's kind of exploded into what you see today.
What is the mission of Runa?
The mission of Runa is to bring traditional knowledge and traditional products to the modern world in a culturally respectful manner. Currently, that's with Guayusa. So we are working with farmers to establish a supply chain that values their culture. We would love to see Runa become an incubator for new economic means for these people, but all at the same time keeping in mind that we are working with the environment. We're doing it in a way that's not extracting or exploiting the local environment or people.
How does the nonprofit arm complement the for-profit?
So the for-profit arm is really dedicated to developing a new market for this tea. The nonprofit complements it by providing community development, social empowerment, and environmental management. So we work with local farmers to build capacity so that they can create democratic farmers associations. We also work with communities on community development projects, such as building schools, clean water, issues like that. And a large part of what we do is on the environmental side, doing research to see how do we grow Guayusa in systems that are good for the planet and good for the people.
How did you get involved with Runa?
So I came down here first as a volunteer. He offered me a job to come back down as a regional coordinator of the Napo province. What that means is I get to go out and plant, I get to go out and harvest, I get to be involved with every step of the way from production to processing.
You've given up your lifestyle in the U.S. and have spent the majority of your 20s pursuing your passion to save the rainforest. What keeps you here?
A large part of it is the people. I grew up in the suburbs of the United States, and moving and living in the jungle, I live with farmers. I basically had adopted parents who taught me what it's like to farm, what it's like to live in the jungle. And all of those things led me to learn all these things I would never learn in the U.S.
What have been some of the greatest challenges for you personally?
As cliched as I think one of the biggest challenges are the cultural differences. The farmers that we work with have had so many empty promises that have not been fulfilled. You know, projects come in, they promise all these beautiful things, and in a year or two they're gone. So one of our greatest challenges is establishing credibility with the farmers. I mean, you walk around, you converse with these people, and they are happy people, they are loving people, they are people that have a lot to share. And that's what really struck me the first time I came down here. And in this particular case, these people also carry thousands of years of traditional knowledge. We believe that traditional knowledge is something that the modern world can learn a lot from.